Hey everyone, welcome to this deep dive. We're going to be getting into Navratri, and we're really going beyond just like the typical celebrations, and really going to try to uncover some of the spiritual depth of this idea of celebrating the divine feminine for 9 nights. And lucky for us, we've got some insights straight from Sadhguru to help guide us along the way.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be talking about why Navratri is way more than just a cultural event. We're going to look at how it's really deeply connected to natural rhythms and how it offers a profound understanding of this feminine energy that's within all of us.
Okay, I'm really curious about this. So where do we even begin to unpack something as, I don't know, intricate, I guess, as Navratri?
Well, I think a good place to start is how the festival actually aligns with these cycles we see in nature. Like Navratri, it starts right after the new moon, and that marks a feminine phase in the lunar cycle. It's not just a coincidence either.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's like they really paid attention to that. So recognizing, these natural rhythms, the sun, the moon, the earth, acknowledging how deeply they influence
It's
us.
like syncing our own internal clocks with the cosmos when you think about it.
Exactly.
It's kind of a mind-blowing concept.
Yeah.
But this whole divine feminine idea, we're not just talking about women here, right?
You're right. That's a really important point. And Sadhguru explains this really beautifully. He says that masculine and feminine aren't about gender roles.
Okay.
They're about these essential qualities, qualities that exist within each of us, qualities within the universe itself. Think about it like day and night or light and darkness. They're both absolutely necessary for existence, right?
Right. Yeah.
They're polarities, they're not limitations.
And Navratri celebrates that feminine energy.
Yeah.
Especially, coming right after the autumnal equinox, it's like nature is kind of giving a little extra oomph to those qualities.
Yeah, precisely. It's like nature itself is encouraging us to tune in and celebrate those aspects.
Because if we don't, things get out of balance.
Yeah, things get out of whack. Sadhguru uses a powerful example. He talks about societies that try to suppress the feminine. They often end up only focusing on that external conquest.
Mm.
They're driven to reach the top, but it's an empty victory.
Yeah.
True fulfillment, embracing both the masculine and feminine within.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So how do we actually tap into this feminine energy, this richness that we're talking about during Navratri?
Well, one of the traditional practices is fasting.
Okay.
And I know it might seem challenging, but it's really incredibly powerful.
Fasting. Sometimes, I'll be honest, the only thing I really feel when I fast is my stomach reminding me what time it is.
Right, of course. But think of it this way. Fasting is it's like hitting the reset button. It cleanses the body and really sharpens your awareness.
Mm.
It's about creating the space to really experience the festival and all its energy on a deeper level.
Okay.
Sadhguru calls it becoming super conscious.
So it's not just about, denying yourself food, but making space for something, I don't know, something more, I guess, to kind of emerge.
Exactly. When we let go of the physical, we make space for the spiritual to come forward.
So we're fasting, we're heightening our awareness. What else kind of unfolds over these 9 nights?
Well, this is where the Devis, the goddesses, come in.
Hmm.
Each night is dedicated to a different Deva.
I've always been curious about that because, some of these devas are described as these, I don't know, very strong, powerful, even kind of fierce figures.
Mm.
And it's not always the gentle feminine energy we typically, I guess, imagine.
And that's what makes this tradition so incredible. It celebrates the full spectrum of feminine power, not just certain aspects of it.
Okay.
These Devis, they don't fit into a box. Their strength, even their fierceness, it represents that creative force, that transformative power that's all within the feminine.
It's about owning your power, recognizing it can take so many different forms.
Yeah.
Just fascinating.
It is. And it all leads up to the 10th day, Vijayadashami,
Right.
which if you translate it, it means victory day. And that signifies this inner triumph that we achieve when we finally embrace the full spectrum of this divine feminine.
I love that connection,
Yeah.
from honoring the divine feminine to claiming our own inner victories.
Yeah.
But tell me more about these devas. Are they just individual figures, or is there more to them than that?
Oh, there's so much more to them than just figures. Let's start with the primary three: Durga, Lakshmi, and Saraswati. Now think about them as representing the earth, the sun, and the moon. They each embody unique energies and aspects of existence itself.
Oh, wow. Okay, so they're like different facets of the universe.
Exactly. Durga, being connected to the earth, represents Tamas,
Okay.
that principle of inertia, that raw potential energy. Then you have Lakshmi, who's linked to the sun. She embodies Rajas, the action, the passion, the creativity.
Yeah.
And lastly, Saraswati, who's associated with the moon, represents Sattva, purity, wisdom, transcendence.
Okay, so three goddesses, three fundamental qualities, and Navratri unfolds over 9 nights. I have a feeling this is not a coincidence.
You're catching on quickly.
Yeah.
Each of these qualities, Tamas, Rajas, and Sattva, are given a 3-day spotlight during Navratri.
Yeah.
It's like this carefully choreographed dance through these different energies.
Like a cosmic dance. Moving through these fundamental forces.
Exactly.
I love that analogy. So it's not about picking one quality over the other, but it's recognizing how they all kind of work together, right?
Exactly. Just like you need the earth, the sun, and the moon for life to exist, you need all 3 of these qualities within yourself. They're all essential parts of the whole.
Okay, I'm really starting to see the depth here. So we begin with Durga and Tamas. Tell me more about, the significance of these first 3 nights of Navratri.
So these first 3 days are about connecting with that raw, primal energy of the earth, that grounding force. Think of Durga in her fierce forms, like Kali. She embodies this power. It's about acknowledging our own physicality, our own connection to the earth, where we come from, and where we'll eventually return to.
Wow, that's pretty profound for the very beginning of the festival.
It is. And, Sadhguru really emphasizes connecting with the earth in a physical way during this time. Gardening, walking barefoot on the earth, anything to bring you into direct contact with the soil. It's incredibly grounding.
Yeah, that's definitely something that, everyone can connect with.
Right.
It's like a physical reminder of these deeper truths that we're exploring.
Exactly. And embracing Tamas isn't about getting stuck in darkness or negativity. It's about recognizing it as that fertile ground from which everything else can grow.
It's like the rich soil needed for a garden to really flourish. It may seem dormant, but it holds this incredible potential.
Perfect analogy. That's the beauty of Tamas.
This is already giving me so much to think about. So we move from the grounding energy of Durga and Tamas to what comes next in this cosmic dance.
Next, we have the middle 3 days, which are dedicated to Lakshmi, representing Rajas. And remember, Rajas is all about action, passion, that drive to create, to manifest.
Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance and action. That's a powerful energy to connect with.
It really is. Lakshmi embodies this energy of, getting things done, making your dreams a reality, bringing your desires to life. But this is where it gets interesting. This Rajasic energy, it needs to be channeled consciously.
Okay.
Otherwise, you just end up with burnout, scattered efforts. It's like that saying,
Exactly.
fire, it can either warm your home or burn it down. It all depends on how you use it.
Right, of course.
So we need to be mindful, right, how we're using this passionate energy. Sadhguru talks about bringing complete involvement to everything you do and a willingness. And that can be, your work, relationships, even something as simple as, cooking a meal.
So it's not just about being busy, but about being, fully present, bringing that passion to each moment.
Exactly. Being completely immersed in the experience, whatever that experience might be. Sadhguru says when you engage with that type of awareness, nothing else exists in those moments. You're truly alive.
Wow, that's powerful, to be that present. So we've explored that grounding energy of Durga and Tamas, and now we're embracing this passionate action of Lakshmi and Rajas. What awaits us in these final 3 days of Navratri?
The culmination. These last 3 days are dedicated to Saraswati and Sattva, representing purity, wisdom, a refined state of being.
So after all that grounding and passionate action, we finally get to, stillness and clarity.
You could say that, yeah. It's like, think about it. For the first 6 days, you're working with the earth and the sun, the physical and the active.
Right.
Now it's time to connect with the moon.
Right.
To seek that inner illumination.
To let the dust settle, see what's been revealed.
Beautifully said. Sadhguru, he describes sattva as this state of refinement, where, the physical and the mental bodies, they become more transparent, allowing that inner light to shine through.
Like we're polishing the mirror of our being so we can finally see that source of creation within.
Exactly. But, what's often preventing us from seeing that light, Sadhguru uses this analogy of a wall.
Okay.
A wall built by our own limitations, our attachments, unrefined thoughts and emotions.
So cultivating sattva is about dismantling that wall brick by brick.
You got it. And it's a process that continues long after the 9 days of Navratri.
Right.
It's a lifelong journey, really.
Yeah. It's so interesting, this whole progression. We go from that raw energy of Tamas, then through the passionate action of Rajas, and then finally, we arrive at this refined state of Sattva. It really is a journey of transformation.
It is, and it's important to remember that this journey isn't meant to be taken with this rigid, serious attitude. Sadhguru emphasizes approaching Navratri as a celebration.
That's right. It's easy to get so caught up in the spiritual aspects of it and kind of forget that Navratri is supposed to be, I don't know, joyful. It's about connection. Like there's a vibrant energy to the music, the dances, the colors.
Absolutely. Approaching this inner work with a sense of playfulness.
Yeah.
Joy.
So a spirit of, I don't know, joyful involvement.
Yeah.
Not getting too bogged down in the rules, but
Yeah.
allowing ourselves to just be fully present in the experience.
Precisely. It's about recognizing that life itself is a mystery. It's something to be savored, not a problem to be solved. And Navratri, with all of its vibrant expressions, it's a beautiful reminder of that.
Yeah, it is. It really makes you think. It's like we can so easily put things into these neat little boxes in our minds,
It's true.
It's like, okay, Navratri, that's 9 days, and then we can go back to, normal.
Yeah.
But what I'm really starting to see is that it's so much bigger than that.
You're absolutely right. It's about recognizing that these energies, Durga's strength, Lakshmi's passion, and Saraswati's wisdom, they're not meant to be confined to just 9 days, right?
Right.
They're present all the time, within us, around us.
It's like Navratri gives us this special time of focused space to really tap into them, to connect, to feel their presence. But then the real work begins.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It's about integrating those qualities into our everyday lives,
Yeah.
even after the festivities are over.
Exactly. And it doesn't have to be this big, complicated thing.
Okay.
Maybe it's just, tapping into Durga's strength when you're faced with some sort of challenge. Or bringing Lakshmi's passion and presence to a creative project you're working on.
Right.
Or even just, finding a few moments of quiet reflection,
Yeah.
like Saraswati, amidst all the busyness of life.
So it's really about being intentional, isn't it? Finding those little ways to weave these energies into our lives, even after, that festival season has passed.
Yes, exactly. And, it can be something as simple as, I don't know, creating a small altar in your home as a reminder of these energies and what they represent.
Yeah.
Or maybe incorporating specific practices into your everyday life, like maybe a few minutes of mindful breathing,
Okay.
just to connect with that sattvic stillness.
I love how, I don't know, practical and accessible these ideas are. It's not about, these big grand gestures, but just those small little things we can do each day to kind of, I don't know, stay connected.
It's those small, consistent steps, right, that over time can create this really profound shift within you.
This has been such a great conversation. I feel like I have a whole new understanding of Navratri. It's not just about, rituals or celebration, but it's this journey inward.
That's what it is, recognizing the divine feminine that's within you.
Allowing that energy to guide you, to help you reach your full potential.
Such a powerful message. A huge thank you to everyone listening, to all our deep divers, for joining us on this exploration of Navratri. We hope you've gained some insights, some inspiration for your own journey. Until next time, keep diving deep and keep exploring those mysteries within you and all around you.